Today we're diving into one of the most mysterious and dangerous characters ever introduced in G.I. Joe history, Pythona. The femme fatalist assassin of Cobra Law made her first appearance in 1987 in the animated movie, and though she only appeared once, her impact has lasted decades. Pythona was introduced in G.I. Joe the movie as an emissary of Cobra Law, the ancient civilization hidden beneath the earth. In her very first scene, she infiltrates Culver's Terradrome and approaches Serpentor, urging him to seize the Broadcast Energy Transmitter, or the BET. Deadly, mysterious, and seductive, she embodied everything Cobra Law stood for: organic bioweapons, superhuman agility, and single-minded loyalty to Globulus, the ruler of Cobra Law. She wasn't just another Cobra soldier, she was a living weapon. Let's explore her history across movie, comics, toys, and legacy. And the toy we're going to look at today, Super 7 Reaction Plus, new release that's coming in hot. This is going to be the toy we're going to crack open, but we're looking at the packaging first before we dive into the history of Pythona. So, Super 7 drops these. There was a 4-pack, not a 4-pack, there were 4, but we got Big Lob, a new Snake Eyes, and a new Destro that's coming soon. For this, here are the characters that we've seen. We've got them added down here. So for the Cobra Law, what ends up happening is we get a Pythona. We get the Cobra Law Royal Guard. We only got maybe a Nemesis Enforcer coming. That would be fantastic. And then we would have Globulus, which would be cool. So coming in with some great characters for these, not just the re-releases, but we're going to pop in Pythona here and let's just see. So opening this up, I'm just going to crack her open as such, just like that. Pretty easy to get her out. Now, these things are fairly tight in here from previous videos. So we pop out this crystal. That is seen in the movie to where she's holding it. And now let's pop her out of this plastic dungeon, and she's out. All right, so here is our Pythona. Let's take a look. The feel of her in hand is fantastic. Just that old style G.I. Joe articulation that you see right there, which is cool. She's not bulky. I've got this guy just sitting here next to it. That's a vintage G.I. Joe. I wish I had Lady J or something, but I don't have her out. But they feel exactly the same, and it's kind of cool to see the purples for these, for the C-Ray Pilot plus Pythona. Pretty cool to see it. Detail on the face is absolutely there. It's got the birthmarky, I don't know what you would call that, maybe her face or just her skin. But the detail in the blue eyes, the red eyeliner is there. I'm hoping it's picking up on camera. And then we have the soft good cape, which is essentially like Serpentor's. It feels Serpentor-esque right there with that, which is pretty cool. Articulation is everything of a G.I. Joe. She's not going to hold this very well. Do wish that maybe there was a cape that went over her head, but she does have the long hair that does rotate, which is kind of cool. This does not pop up. Again, Dr. Mindbender-ish. Just some of the vintage people who had a cape. That's very, very the feel is there with the purple and then the black, which is cool. No logo on it because there is no Cobra Law logo, at least that I know of. And the articulation is good, but the body is fantastic. The paint, this doesn't feel like a suit. It honestly feels like it's her skin, which is really cool and really awesome. But this is the Super 7 Reaction Plus Pythona, new release, and I love it. So let's get back to the history of Pythona. Pythona stood out because of her organic weaponry. Her claws carried poison. She fought with deadly precision, and she could manipulate with her voice and presence. She was agile, cunning, and completely loyal to the Cobra Law mission for conquering humanity. Unlike many Cobra characters, Pythona was comic relief. She was not at all. She was fearsome, serious, and mysterious, which made her one of the most unique villains in the G.I. Joe universe. In the Marvel Comics with G.I. Joe, Pythona didn't play a large role, but her position in the movie carried over into fan discussion and later expanded lore. In IDW and other fan-driven continuities, Pythona and Cobra La were sometimes revisited, fleshing out the backstory of Cobra La's most effective assassin. Even with limited appearances, and her impact was strong. She represented the side of G.I. Joe that leaned into sci-fi fantasy, blending mythology with military action. Surprisingly, Pythona never received an 87 toy line figure, even though Nemesis, Enforcers, Globulus, and the Cobra La guards did. Fans speculated this was due to Cobra La's diverse reception. Some loved the sci-fi twist, while others did not like it when the G.I. Joe movie came out. But collectors didn't forget her. Decades later, Pythona finally got her own action figure released in Conviction exclusives and a modern classified series, a figure with bio accessories, finally giving fans the assassin that had the 80s. And what she needed. Had a couple cool heads that you can see there. Pythona remained one of the most memorable one-shot villains in G.I. Joe history. While Cobra La was a concept split the fandom, Pythona herself is remembered as a bold, mysterious, and deadly character who could have easily carried more stories if given the chance. Her design, her unique ability, and her role in one of the franchise's biggest movies kept her alive in fan discussion, and with modern toy releases, she is finally getting the recognition she deserves today. So what do you think of Pythona? Did Super 7 do a good job with this? Was Cobra La a cool twist in the G.I. Joe lore, or do you think it strayed too far from the series with its military roots? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more G.I. Joe history and other toy history coming to you soon. Yo Joe! Or Cobra la 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 la.